G'day guys, welcome to day 10. It's not been that easy a day actually. Firstly, I want to shout out to VJ, one of the new subscribers. Happy 6 days sober. Well done. He's been sitting there staring at a can of 4 JDs for a couple of days, it looks like. You might want to just get rid of those, man, if you really want to try and do it. But you're doing well anyway, as far as you're going. Yeah, I've had a bit more tremors today. I think it's got something to do with the coming down a bit from diazepam. Just sort of spacing it out because I was at the doctor's the other day that he mentioned there was quite a tremor still. I thought I'd gotten rid of it. I actually thought it was really good. Like, oh, that's quite bad. So, obviously, I didn't really realise how bad it was. Speaking of tremors, I film all this on my Samsung phone, and got to give it to Samsung for image stabilization because they don't always come out that bad, and my hands are usually fairly shaky still. But really, yeah, it's just one of those days that you push through. It's been kind of a good day. Had some interesting news, but first I guess I want to ask you, what do you think about Claire de Lune? I like that as background music, but I'm starting to think I'm not even going to put background on this one. We'll just have the birds chirping this time of night. I was supposed to be going up into the hills so I could show you a nice view of the city, but it's been extremely murky and dark, and there's storms that were supposed to be coming all afternoon, and now it's not till midnight, but it's been raining and whatnot, so thought I'd stay closer to home so I don't get stuck up a 6-kilometre trail in a storm, which is probably why. So I've got some good bloody news today. Been talking about unemployment for a while and not even getting a look in anywhere, but I've got a tryout on Monday for somewhere where I do want to work. So somewhere that sells electronics and appliances. So it'll be a sales role, but it's for those in Australia, it's not the one that you need piercings and tattoos and a pronoun. It's one of the other better ones, but yeah, pretty excited about that because that's been really tough on me. But I'm even more excited about the fact that I've gone sober first before going to this trial. I won't be drinking on Sunday night. I'm going to be performing my best. It's just good timing. It's sometimes how the world works. You thought I'd come down a boring trail, but I wasn't expecting to see a nice few pieces. You guys know how much I love colour at the moment, and some good artwork. That's gorgeous. Really nice. This is quite fun, this as well in the middle. This almost looks like it's commissioned. It's got the mosaic pattern in the background. But, yeah, really cool work. Fucking cool as hell. A couple of things that I kind of, and I knew I'd missed things yesterday. But there's a couple of things that I kind of completely forgot about until I guess I thought about it afterwards. Around that age of 17, I was drinking absinthe quite a lot. I was really into Van Gogh and that sort of sense of creativity, and I like the idea of preparing absinthe the right way, which is 2 different ways, if it's French or if it's Czech. I can explain that another time, but we're not talking about drinking here, are we? But my girlfriend at the time, she was 18 and she had a really rich family. And so she basically had her own apartment. And after I had my PTSD stuff, I spent a lot of time living down that way because it was just nice, down by the beach. And the fridge was always stocked with beers. Being she was a bit older, she could get anything as well. So, it's just always been around. One of the other things I did with that family though was go on a 5-star holiday to South Africa, which was pretty awesome. But it's the most whitest holiday you could do. Going to Zambia, for example, and checking out the River Zambezi and staying in a 5-star lodge called the Royal Livingston. To get there from the dirt road airport, you have to go down dirt roads with brick walls lining the streets with glass shards, glass bottles broken into the top of the brick wall to deter anyone to jump the fences. In the cities you'll see barbed wire and razor wire, but out in Zambia on the dirt roads it's just broken bottles. So, you go into these 5-star lodges and you got to drive through all the mud huts first. That felt pretty wrong, but we went off on safari a few times. That was really fun, amazing. But they always start at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. And you go out for about 4 hours. And there's a whole esky full of booze in the back of the truck. And they keep handing out beers at 5 a.m. And I know you're on holiday and everything, but at 17 years old, that's not a great influence. I think I went through all my duty-free alcohol that I bought on the way there through that couple of weeks as well. So yeah, when you look back, it's just always been a problem. What I want to talk about, when is it actually a problem? Because it never was a problem during those years. It never affected me. I was quite functioning. But that's what they call a functioning alcoholic. You can go to work every day, but you just need to drink at night or whatever. But it's I saw on Reddit just recently a post regarding somebody who, after 7 days, they sort of feel like they've done well enough, and they'll go back to it. And how do you actually quit? The first 2 comments that I saw on that Reddit post were people. Sorry about the shakiness today. Were people specifically. One said I had 7 trips to the ED before I took it seriously, and the next one said I had 4 trips to the ED before I took it seriously. And I guess the message is if you feel like you need to stop or cut down, you're better off doing that now before you end up having all those symptoms and ending up in an ED and shaking and not being able to, shaking uncontrollably and not being able to stop it. And then having days and days ahead where it's going to be quite tough. And then because of your habitual ways all your life, day 10, I'm starting to feel like a drink now at times. I know I've been saying I don't feel like a drink, but it's the endorphins that kick in over feeling successful at what you're doing sometimes. So I think it's one of the things to keep in mind. If you're thinking about doing it and you think you should, try not let it get too far. Because once it's too far, it's a lot easier. It's a lot harder to come back from. It's a lot easier to say no a few times a week than it is to, I guess, have to say no forever because you just can't stop at 1 or 2. Just my only piece of advice there. Here's someone you might not have seen. Flaming galahs. They're just galahs, but make a hell of a lot of noise. Hey, puppy. Gonna see how long it takes me to spook him. You're right, pup. Oh, there they go. Dog spooked them. They just make so much noise around. They're usually in packs a lot bigger than that. Jumping on a swing can feel nice as well. I think a lot of this journey has been just finding my inner child. Because there's a lot of fun to be had out there naturally. Just breathing, taking it all in when you're having a hard day. That's really important for me. Might not work for everyone. It depends on your extremities, but I've had some good help along the way. Trying to lower that stuff, and it seems to be going well. Feel free to comment anything you like, guys. Any questions? I like hearing the comments. I do read them all. Don't get back to everyone straight away or anything. Right, got a bit of speed up now. So I guess I just wanted to point out being a bit more creative as well with my poems in the morning. That's going to continue. So if you've been missing out on the shorts, keep an eye out for them. It's just going to be stupid fun introducing you to the day. I guess let you all know that I'm still sober and being stupid. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best. Look after yourselves. Those are new journeys, keep at it. Yeah, look, there's so much more to life than sitting around drinking out the back of your house. That's all I can say anymore. I'm in it for the long haul, and I just hope that, yeah, you guys can come along with me. It'd be great. Look after yourselves.